yeah, yeah, so I'm not gonna listen to my own, but you tell me. I think it's probably okay. Got a bunch of bullshit on me. Not actual bullshit. There are no bulls nearby. I have a pizza. And all I can say to that is, hell yeah. So, welcome everyone. We've got Scary Duck and Julie from Snapchat. Hello. Yeah, so I'm gonna adjust everything a little bit. You should be able to see me. Yes. They had a deal of sorts when it came to the pizza. So I got a large pizza for basically half price. Although, oops, I'm so sorry. That probably was super loud. Fuck me. I bumped the microphone. No, this is why I hate live streams. You're bound to fuck up. You're bound to fuck up. I'm so sorry. If you're from Snapchat, you're supposed to drop lemon. Don't do it otherwise. Otherwise, you're gonna be in big trouble. I'm just adding some garlic dressing to my pizza. It is pepperoni pizza, by the way. They only had the choices between margarita, pepperoni, and ham, and out of those, honestly, meh. Pepperoni, I guess, is the only one. This pizza costs about $12.50, which in Norway is very, very cheap for a large pizza. Still, that's about 10 meals. No, 9. It's about 9 meals for me. 8.5. Whatever. This is a relatively expensive meal for me. Because I cheaply, so. And yes, Dylan, you made it just in time. I haven't had pizza in so long. Like, restaurant pizza, I've had vegan, homemade vegan pizza a few weeks ago, like a month ago, which wasn't bad. But this is good. And I've got this, which is, well, it's a type of energy drink, basically. This is not a healthy meal, but if I'm playing games on stream, I figured this is a suitable meal. Manor Saga 3, continuing on from last time. And if you haven't watched the previous streams, I guess you're gonna be a little lost, but it's okay. This is for relaxation anyway. So now we are playing with the group that is currently going through the darkness, and we have come across a group of people by a godstone. The godstone is emanating light, which keeps the darkness away, which is good. And there was some tension between the humans and the single dredge that was here, and if I remember correctly, we sided with the dredge, which they didn't like, so there's a bit of tension. And we have to speak with this person and this person. This is a witch and this is a raven. And I suppose the head of the raven at this point. Yeah, head of the ravens. Hey, Cameron and Marlena C. Dropping some lemons. Snapchat squad. It's good that you guys are representing. And Ali. Welcome. You notice Volcom standing alone, arms crossed, sporting a deadly scowl. Everything all right? Yeah, we're doing great. Our real leader is hunting us down. We've been kidnapped by witches, and now we're arguing about how many dredge we can save along the way. It's the kind of thing a little girl grows up dreaming about. I get your point. She glares at you through narrow eyes. How did a woman get accepted by the ravens anyway? Is this the part where you ask me about my past? We talk about family and hug. Eat some black snow, Barrel. These guys all chose to be here, just like me. That's the truth. That's all the family you need to know about. Considering you didn't even mention family, you doubt that's the whole story, but you let it drop. She glares at you through narrow eyes. You still care about Bolverk. Bolverk is the previous leader who's now turned into this monster because he's been in the darkness. Are you trying to piss me off? Imagine little Alette hunting you through the darkness, trying to rip your throat out. Now imagine some arse accuses you of having feelings about it. Alette was a person who passed away back in the first game. And basically, she was very close to this big guy, to put it simply. Welcome back, Scary Duck. Bara fan så billig pizza till fixarnas. Så man lägger mig inte allt för länge. Får man sövning ut. Ja, det pratar jag i vardagssövning. Det här ska vara tjej, alltså. Det här är bara en timme, så i löpet av klockan 12 eller något så är vi färdiga. Så det brukar så länge. You notice Volka's hand instinctively go to the axe Bolverk had thrown at Ivind a few days back. What do you plan to do with that axe? Its name is Claw, and what I plan to do with it is my business. Can we agree to keep it safe and snug right here. I'm not suicidal either. I'm not going to plant it in the Velka's skull. Not right now. Or you're always this pleasant to be around. I never asked to be around you. I always heard the Varl liked their space. You're not wrong. It must be nice to be accepted for something like that. My kind treat you like you're diseased, and if you don't act right. But the Ravens, they don't judge. It's not like I want to be completely alone. I just don't need tedious, pointless conversations with every idiot who has an idiot opinion. Go on. Oh, damn it all. You got me talking about mice. Are we done here? We should keep moving. I get why you came over now. Juno's ready to go. No, I came on my own. You know, I used to be great at telling when someone is lying, but it sure is harder these days, isn't it? You know what I mean? Let's get something straight. I'll take talking to you over Juno, but you're no Raven. And whatever happened to Bulwark, I'm not convinced that he doesn't have a good reason for doing what he's doing. So give me a reason to let him. So don't give me a reason to let him, and don't try to get close and friendly. Fair enough, I suppose. Alright, Velka, you made yourself clear. Good. Then we might get along. Now excuse me while I gather the unkindness. Unkindness. That's what they call a flock of ravens, Ivor. Fitting, don't you think? Hey, Victorian, yes, dropping the lemons in the chat. Welcome. Snapchat squad. Also Leona and Justin. Welcome. Myself some delicious pizza and a Monica. I'm trying to control my body's weird noises, because when you eat, it generates a lot of bullshit noises. Okay, so Alfred is a witch we picked up on the way while traveling through the darkness. Alfred finds a quiet moment to make her way over to you, leaning on her staff. Why didn't you tell me, Varl? Tell you what? About being the Destroyer. He's got some history, and he is known as the Destroyer of Dredge. It isn't something that comes up often in conversation. You'll have to excuse me. I don't always know how to speak with people. I spend a lot of time alone, or with the sculptors. Sculptors. Well, more precisely, they say something like, "We who shape the stone," but it's close enough. We didn't think the Dredge called themselves Dredge, did you? There's quite a lot I've learned from them. Some things you may know. Many secret. Alfred awaits your reply. I do not have kids, no. How did you learn mending out here on your own? Mending? Bah, call it what it is. We pluck at the threads of reality. Almost anyone can see them if you know how to look. Who do you think taught the teachers? The gods. And who taught the gods? Even godlier gods. Anyway, you see my point. Don't think so highly of your mentor friends. They're more dangerous than they let on. How do you mean? I trained to be a mentor when I was just a girl. They tried to kill me. Believe it or not, the varl right there was the one who sent to do it. She points to a figure of Percy snoozing on the hard ground. I don't think even he remembers me. Or he even remembers me. I looked a little different back then, but I escaped, not before learning some things. Cupcakes are fine. It is past 11 p.m. here, so whatever it is for you, change the first number for 11 or 23 if you want to use the digital clock. But I escaped. Blah blah blah. They train their simple-minded menders to heal stubbed toes and raise walls. It's a fine distraction from the powers that Valka really wield. But if an apprentice doesn't have the skill to control their powers, they're a threat to the mentor's reputation. And if you show too much skill, well, then you're an even bigger threat. The sculptors see you as a friend. You all need to stop looking at everything as us and them. Some of them are friends, others are not. The same as any people anywhere. Oh, I understand how hard it can be to see past your differences. Impossible sometimes, but so many don't even try. What kind of secrets are you talking about? What, for nothing? I'm nothing if not a trader of knowledge, you know. The rarest secrets don't come cheap. How about this? In exchange for telling me how you became the destroyer, I'll tell you something you may find quite important. What do you say? How do I know I can trust you? Trust me to do what? Not chisel it on this godstone. I suppose that's for you to decide. What do you say? Sure, if you promise to keep it to yourself. I do. The Sundar I killed, Rays, it was no legendary battle. When I brought her head back to the other Varl, they invented their own stories. The truth is, I got separated from my allies, and I found her, out in a snowstorm, alone. She was cradling an infant. My axe accidentally killed the child. She didn't even put up a fight after that. Indeed, it was Bellower's child, Ivor. How can you? Are you certain? Completely. Consider that our trade. There is more to tell at another time, maybe. Bellower was another Sundar. Sundar is like a big, powerful dredge, and the dredge are the evil forces that we're fighting against, I guess, but not strictly evil. It is becoming more and more apparent that they are just trying to survive like everyone else. Anyway, the point is Bellower is a big, powerful dude that we have not killed, but rather sort of disabled, put into a deep sleep, and his child was killed by Ivor. And then the wife, I suppose, or at least partner, didn't put up a fight, was killed, and then he was known as the Destroyer ever since. Welcome, Vivienne. Dropping them lemons representing Snapchat. Welcome. We should be going soon. After you. Just one more thing. Are those varl horns on your staff? Alfred laughs with genuine mirth. Nothing to worry about either. They were a gift that I treasure very much. You see, I have friends of all sorts. But as you said, we should be going. Another story for another time, perhaps. Thank you, R&R Customs. That's very kind of you. Welcome, Becca, representing Snapchat. So let's have a look at our roster. We should rest so that we are all in ship shape. Also, we have 97 points. We're gonna give Ollie this item because he's the only one who can use it. Bonus strength damage when stationary, plus 3 will, 1 will per turn, 1 break, 2 will talents. One minus aggro and 2 move. That's pretty good for Juno, but she can't use it yet. We have the bomb. She can't use it, I guess. In which case, it's good for this guy. Cool. Hello, Alyssa and Monica. I don't do shoutouts. Okay, just double checking that our heroes are all rested. Yes. I don't consider myself a delicate eater, but I make sure that shit goes in my mouth and out my ass basically as quickly as possible. Does it worry anyone else that they've somehow gotten ahead of us? Asks Valkard. What once was a hill has been twisted into a thin strip of land, pulled like long spider silk with a steep drop beneath, warped, shamble back and forth across it. But Bulwark is nowhere in sight. They don't need us shudder. Bulwark can't confront us directly. Not while the Valka live. He's going to thin the herd all the way to Ridgehorn. Fawn spits all Ollie. It's exactly what we do, isn't it? I hate it. You consider an approach. I say we fight. Nobody stops until we are across. You bark. The ravens advance quickly. The warped are slow to respond. Slingers, shouts Volka, noting warped dredge hiding just over the ridge. Rush them. We have lots of points to dedicate these people. Oops. Oh, wow. Okay. I think we're done. Okay, so let's see. I want the A team, basically. This is the A team. They're the best of the best of the best, sir. Hello, Nick AM, or Nick AM. These guys are good at charging. And then we'll send these big fat guys afterwards, after the armor's been broken by these. These two are not wielding any or like things, any items. Minus aggro is pretty good. And then That could have gone worse. Don't let your guard down yet. Okay. They have some pretty heavy units. I think it's best to send yeah, that seems like the best way to go. Hello there, Daniela, dropping the lemons in chat, and Jill Lunar, welcome. Okay, this is a very good start. This gives... ouch. This gives us good control of the fight. I think. Yeah. If we can take out this side first and just deal with these after, that's pretty good. Hello, call me. My hair magic. You didn't miss it, no. Jesus pizza. You did not miss it. Well done. was a pretty sick move. Working at 8 and you're staying up for this. Why the fuck would you stay up for this? He says fishing for compliments. Oh shit. God fucking damn it. We were doing really well, but we lost one. This time the warp seemed even more organized than the last. That should have gone all wrong. That could have gone all wrong, rather. Spar says, peering over the bridge's edge at the twisted rocks far below. Vodka replies, yeah, we could all be dead. Come on, this isn't the place to give Bulwark another try. You're up for work at 5 in the morning. Jesus. You're really good at this game. I don't mind if I was staying for this. How do you know that I'm good at this game? What reference point do you have? Couldn't think of anything better to do. Another clue, mate. Dropping those lemons. I can barely hear myself whisper. I hope I'm not sounding like an idiot. Small pale orbs wink at you from the deep cracks in the darkness. A brief inspection reveals that they're eggs. Skulkers, whispers Ditch, pulling one of the creatures free of its shell, stabbed through by his dagger. The stone hurler who joined you at the Godstone looks upset by the dead thing. She darts between a few clusters, making scooping motions and nodding. Are you crazy? Volka frowns. There's a lot of eggs, Ollie bemoans, squinting ahead into the distance. Makes my fawn skin crawl. just out of sight. Allow the stone hurler to do whatever she seems to want to do. She finds a cluster of palm-sized eggs and begins gathering them in her sling, nodding as if to say, "This is fine." You're not sure if it's more comforting or terrifying that she's unafraid, but nobody intervenes. Soon you leave the nest behind. Ew. We got an achievement. Popping boba. Well, I'm the guy who suggested you purchase it. Brambles rise ahead of you, like gnarled hands reaching toward the sky, their fingers peppered with thorns. This was once a healthy forest, now just another obstacle. Bolverk knew would have a little choice but to pass through here, Ivan says, going around with cost days. You consider your inevitable approach. Keep a tight formation, cutting down attackers. Shields. Volka calls in a tone you're starting to become familiar with. The ravens do their best, but progress is slow. Each fallen creature is replaced by two more. Eventually you find yourself stopped and surrounded. Cut a swath. Volka huffs. Before we can push any further, watch the flanks. Was just wondering if you had Snapchat. Of course. You can go in the description. It says my Snapchat there. And in like every video ever. You've ordered it and you should be in a day or two. Yeah, because you totally have my address. Okay, we need to replace Valgard with let's replace him with this castaway. Yeah. Sweet. Hello there, ASMR boy. Oh, this is a difficult fight. No end in sight to these things. Alright, this is shit. Okay. Okay, that's what I'll do. So the logic here is these are the tanks, this is the damage due, or damage dealers. Take out these tanks first, because they're pretty heavy and take a while to take down, before we get introduced to these. Putting the stronger units on the outside, so that they can take the initial blow from these. Take down their armor first, of course. He's got different abilities. I've never played with this person before. Strength damage and no exertion. Stone egg actually not destroyed. Ooh. We planted an egg. Nice. Holy shit. That dude just destroyed him. Did 17 damage. Alright, I'm gonna send the Varl. That's these big guys. Take care of the attackers from behind. Okay, not bad. Yeah, the Varl can migrate. If you buy it and do a video, I will donate how much you paid for it. I can't trust you. I started watching you last week because it was on my recommendation. I've been watching your videos ever since. Cool. Welcome. Not bad. Nice, he can just keep planting the eggs. That's really cool. Nice. Wish me happy birthday. I really wish that if there was a way to support you. I don't think there was. Patreon, I think, is available in pretty much any country that has PayPal, which is in almost every country in the world. Or just PayPal. You don't have to, though. Happy birthday. Have you ever thought about doing Twitch and being a gamer on there? It's not viable. There's too much competition. I'd be wasting my time. What the fuck? He just did 34. Fuck. This dude is like the best, man. You can afford pizza. I can afford pizza on the rare occasion like this, yeah. I can't remember the last time I bought pizza. Plus, it was on sale. It's like half of what it usually costs. Also, it's not that I can't afford food. It's that I choose to spend little on it because it's not like I'm rich. And I'm pretty good with money and cooking, etc. Anyway. It's like anytime I ever buy anything ever, people always have the question, like, oh, I thought you were poor. I'm like, for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Well, I don't know, Dave. I don't know how much they cost. It might be okay. You know better than I. I haven't checked. Oh shit. But thank you very much. Hey Reisenberg, how'd you go? How did your game go? Which game? It's like 0000 here, but you're live, so. Oh, is it? No, it isn't. That's in 5 minutes. Liar. Because I end in like 7 minutes. I like your hair, I'm so jealous. I'm a girl and I have long hair, but not as long as yours. You're a girl called Phil. But still £5 bro. Yeah, okay, Dave, I'll look into it, alright? I can't make any promises. Especially because YouTube takes a lot of that £5. But, Bope. What a strange name. I'll see what I can do. Oh. Fuck. God damn it. I couldn't save him. It's Chinese or something. Hello there, Daniela D. Dropping those lemons. We have to replace him. I guess we'll replace him with him. This stone singer. So now there's more enemies. If you want to hear my voice without whispers, you can go to a video that I released 2 days ago. That's soft speaking. Hello Sophie, Pat, Pooh, or Poe, and Kieran. You should try making pizza at home. The problem with homemade pizza is that it's not actually cheaper than buying it in the store. A cheap frozen pizza is pretty good, and it's cheaper. Welcome to Norway. Nice. Ouch. God damn, it absorbed. Nice. No, 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 no. We can't lose Volker. Fuck's sake. This guy is gonna get it. Good. Well, it's 0-0-0 now. Okay, yeah. We're gonna finish this fight and that's it. We're gonna fight. Let's regather our troops. My throat is really dry and I have to drink this water that tastes awful. Why is water awful? Ah, Jesus Christ. We have to deal with him as soon as possible. And that guy, these two need to go. This is a difficult one. What the fuck? That guy did like way more damage to him than he should have. She's next. Okay. actually hits pretty hard. Fuck. Yeah, we're fucked. Okay, so there he goes. That's good. I do not. I have Instagram. Fuck. Okay, cool. More poor man's meals. Yeah, I mean, when I have another meal to show off. Fuck. Ouch. Shit. Strength of will. Ah, shit, one will. Fuck. That takes a turn. I think we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna lose. I don't see a way out of this. That might have saved us. That ability. So now it's up to these two these two guys. Bercy is honestly just for moral support. It's the two dredge that we have on our team that are gonna save the day. Ouch. Okay, I think we're gonna win. Man, this was a super close fight. Fuck yeah. That was clutch as hell. If you don't play these kind of games, like, I don't know, that might have seemed easy. It was super hard. We lost so many. Anyway, hello, silly Dark Moon. We are coming to an end for this stream. A good amount of renown. Fighting through a forest of irksome at the best of times, nearly intolerable in these conditions. You break through miles of razor-edged boughs, gasping to catch your breath in the open air. On the hill ahead rises Ridgehorn, finally. You see him, says Volka. Bulwark stands motionless far up on the hill, clearly watching the caravan. Now I know how it feels for all those poor bastards who saw us coming. Hard to know what he's thinking at this point, says Ollie, expecting us to do what he'd do, or the opposite, or expecting that we'd expect him to. Spar pipes up. You know what I'd do? Cook some food, sleep. Bet he won't see that coming. Ollie scoffs. You're just tired of walking, old man. Volka blinks. Spar might be right. We'll make it look suspicious enough to throw him off, and everyone rests before Ridgehorn. No lookout, you ask. As they prepare the campfire, Volka shakes her head. That's what makes it look like a trick. But do whatever you like, I won't stop you. Let's settle in with the rest of the ravens and sleep. You put your trust in Volka's hands and lay on the hard ground. Time passes slowly. Soft crunching catches your attention. You swear under your breath, grabbing your axe, but your hand finds empty air. In a panic, you storms out of the darkness, gleaming red armor. There is your missing axe, jutting from a bleeding wound in his arms. The ground shakes from his roar. Poor sleep, Ivor? Alfred asks. She crouches over the fire, her strange shape fluttering in the firelight. The campsite is still, aside from the gentle crackle of firewood. Just dreams. Some people think dreams are omens. Those people are idiots, but they can certainly be a fine distraction from troubles. Not my sort of distraction. I'm sorry if I dredged up old memories back at the Godstone, so to speak. There's more to that story. Would you like me to tell you? I think you should. You've heard one half already, how the Valka came forth during the Second Great War with fire and fury to push the sculptors to extinction. She gestures blah 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 blah. So I've heard. Perception. Paint themselves the heroes. What the Valka really did to make their foes a promise. Foes a promise. Abandoned the war and they share secret knowledge. The Valka taught them to write. They taught the stone singers to weave. And for the first time the sculptors learned how to make more sculptors. To thrive. They kept their end of the bargain and remained hidden, at least until recently. How do you know this? They have their own history and carvings. I've read it on black stones in their dark home and as their trusted guest. What I don't understand is why you trust these Valka. You stare into the fire and it shows you old shapes. When you speak, it's almost as if to yourself. When I killed Rays, when I returned to my kind with her head. Is your ignore mean yes? Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic. I'm not ignoring you. You didn't say anything. Ingvar, they chanted, which is what he used to be called. None had slain Sundar before. They wanted to make me the king's kender. I couldn't. They haunted me. Bellower and Rays and that damn child, every night like tonight. Maybe it sounds like nothing to have bad dreams, but it rubs you raw. It gets in your bones. So I left the Varl. I found a small town of men where nobody knew who I was. Nobody called me Ingvar. Ivor. Never had dreams like that in Skogar. So that's why you agreed to come with Juno and Eyvind. The truth is, Juno didn't ask me to join her. I asked her. The flames continued to dance hypnotically. On that bridge in Einartoft, I stood before Bellower. I could have moved, but I just held up my shield and waited for the end. What's that, Ivor? The name snaps you out of your trance. You stand and stretch your legs. Your axe is where you left it, and the ravens are beginning to stir the tents. It's nothing. Okay, this is where we're going to end it today. I hope you guys had an enjoyable time. And if you did, make sure to slap that like button like it's your fucking mother who doesn't give you any fucking sweets, even on the Saturday